feel heading into this one?
Good. We had a good, nice little break, so nice refresh button, and excited to start the second half of the season.
Yeah, I know the last few games goals have been tough to come by. How do you guys? Do you feel like you might start pressing a little, or how does that affect you heading into a game where you know you're going to need to get at least one?
Yeah, I mean, we just spoke about that. I think if you look around the league, where the goals are coming from, we need to do a better job of getting those areas inside the 18, inside the 6. A lot of goals come inside the 6-yard box. So arriving there, gambling there, that always yields goals, in my opinion. And also just having the quality to finish it. We have had opportunities that we should be finishing, and of course that puts a lot of pressure on our defense. So I think we have to do a better job of that.
Yeah, you guys have been right there against some really good teams too. So how do you kind of assess the first half? And you've been on some teams here that you've been all over. Once you hit the halfway point, how do you think this team has done?
Yeah, no, I don't think the results really, kind of tell the story. But yeah, obviously a whole new team, 20 new guys. It's always going to be a gelling period, I would say, and we haven't been far off, in my opinion. We, SAC, we could have won that game. Tampa, we could have tied a man down. New Mexico, we could have tied on the road. So, sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and it's going to happen to every team sometime during the season. So I'm glad it already happened to us. Now it's time for us to get the bounces, and with the team now coming together and getting to know each other better, I think that that'll get us some results.
Good stuff. Last one. How about you personally? How are you hoping to contribute down the stretch here in the second half and really make your mark?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm starting to be more involved, and I feel great physically, mentally. I feel sharp. I feel like I'm in form. So just waiting for my opportunity. I'm a team guy, so whenever I'm needed, I'll be there to give everything I have. Obviously, I know I can produce, so it's just a matter of getting on the field and proving myself again.
Back at home tomorrow, how do you guys feel heading into this matchup with Charleston?
Good. The break came at a good time off the back of a long road trip. I thought we were really good in Sacramento and had a good performance. No result, so that's unfortunate. Loudon, we were flat. So the guys know, and we had a little break, and training's been really good the last 3 days. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the response is tomorrow against the top team.
Yeah, the last few matches goals have been tough to come by. Is that something that kind of gets harder? Are you pressing for one a little, or how do you approach that, especially in training as well?
I think you look at it a couple ways. The way we set up training definitely matters to put us in front of goal more often. Personnel can change, so that can change, and then we have to look analytically that tactically, are we showing up in the right spaces in enough volume? And I don't think we have been.
And yeah, you guys seem to play a little better at home as well. So
yeah,
what are the advantages of playing here aside from not having to travel anywhere?
Honestly, it's just a great crowd every time. The guys almost saw out that game against Tampa where we were down a man for more than half the game, and we were so resilient. It was so unfortunate to lose that one in the last 5 minutes, but the resilience is still there, so that's great because I think we can turn over a couple top teams and a lot of other teams in the second half of the season. But it's gotta get going, and there's no better place than home.
Yeah, that's one for me. Since this is kind of the halfway point, how do you assess the first half and some goals for the second half that you might have?
Great, a lot of growth from last year. We're already on 5 wins, but we expected 8, honestly. So we're missing some of our targets early on, but we're not missing by much. We've lost a whole handful of 1-0 games right at the death. So we're close to the top of the league, never mind the playoff line. But closing that gap means we need to score goals.
Awesome, good stuff. Thanks for the time.